97.5 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
Brazen. I mean, this isn't even like, well, maybe they're skirting the rules. Maybe they're kind of cheating. I don't know. I can see where they're going here. No. Mississippi tampering with a Clemson football player and Alabama playing an illegal basketball player, brazenly breaking NCAA rules, and then looking up at Indianapolis going, we got two middle fingers for you, buddy.
Yeah, I was say, do something about it.
Yeah. And anybody seen Greg Sankey?
We played really well against him. We shot the ball. Elijah got off to a good start. So that would be nice. They were without a player that's going to play in this game. We were also, but still. So it'll be a good matchup. We have to. But again, before we get to LSU, honestly, that's the last thing that we're concerned with. This could have happened. This wasn't because it was just Florida or what Florida was doing necessarily. It was because they were aggressive. They were very, very aggressive, and we cowered to their aggression. And so we have to figure out what that looks like to stand up for ourselves in those moments.
And and that's another point, like, and Tyler, and again, I'm not trying to make it personal. I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but you hear that we cowered to their aggression. And I think we all agree a team, one of the biggest adages in sports is a team takes on the personality of their head coach. And it feels like too often this team comes out too laid back. They're not aggressive. They're not, as I had a guy who coaches in college basketball discussed with me within the last 2 weeks, South Carolina doesn't have, now Eli Ellis last night was different, but South Carolina doesn't have, as they refer to, dogs. They don't have kids. They don't have players who come out and are just down and dirty. The kid last night for Florida, the power forward that grabbed every rebound. All of a sudden, I blank on his name.
Shinaloo?
Yeah. Like, you don't have kids like that who, I think, just scare the opposition.
Right.
South Carolina has a bunch of really nice kids. As one coach told me that coaches in college, South Carolina is loaded on that roster with kids you would love to probably have your daughter bring home for a Sunday family dinner. They're great kids, phenomenal kids. There's questions about whether you have anybody on that team. Now, Eli Ellis was different last night, but there's questions about kids on that team that are just flat dogs that are going to do whatever it takes to win a basketball game. So I'm watching in Booger McFarland and Tony Kornheiser, and there was another guy, I believe, it wasn't Wilbon, and they're talking about the Darian Mensah situation, and Booger McFarland made a comment, and it stuck out to me. And he's talking about Miami being able to obtain Darian Mensah. And Darian Mensah probably getting more money. And the number, again, all these numbers we don't know, it's word of mouth. And the word with Mensah for Duke was $4 million.
Right.
$4 million. And just got the text back that he's ready.
Okay.
Dave, call him again. But was $4 million. And now he likely is going to make more money at Miami.
Right.
Good. Kudos to the young man for taking advantage of who you are.
I mean, if somebody's willing to offer you
that's
more.
That's my point.
Yeah.
If you're like, is this lack of loyalty or is good for the player? Because remember we said this is good for players. This is great for the players.
Sure. I mean, same thing with Ferrelli's situation. Like, hey, they dangled a carrot in front of you that was significantly larger, and for your own personal benefit, you said, hey, I think
so much to the story of Captain Mutherland, from being born premature, major, if you haven't read the story on him, major family issues growing up, brothers being drug dealers, father being killed, mother turning to Christianity, and Captain really staying away from all that, going on to a very good career here at the University of South Carolina, parlaying that into a very nice NFL career, and now doing great things in the Charlotte area, both helping with the March of Dimes, but coaching at Julius L. Chambers High School, and now watching his career develop, where he will be the defense coordinator for the Columbus Aviators of the UFL this coming spring.